I feel like this is the first time I've been properly introduced at one of these events, so I'm blushing a little bit over here. As Debbie mentioned, and thank you for the lovely introduction, I'm the Director of Corporate Partnerships for Bnai Brith International. I'm actually celebrating my 11th year with Bnai Brith, believe it or not, and 8 years ago I had the privilege and opportunity to work with our staff to create a new tolerance education program for high school students. And with a lot of different inputs from a lot of different people, we came up with the Diverse Minds Youth Writing Challenge. And ever since the launch of that, I've been the director of the program, making sure that we have funding to bring the program to different cities across the country, and that we work in partnership with school districts and superintendent's office and teachers and principals so that kids in our contest area know about the program. You guys aren't really kids, actually. You're more like young adults. So that you guys know about the program and can do the program either in the classroom or at home. We're also incredibly thrilled to be here at the Pepco Edison Place Gallery. As you guys can see, this space is so cool because it embodies exactly what we are all about, which is integrating in the community and doing artistic projects that bring about discussion, on topics of, like she said, racism in the schools, photography projects, and so we thought this would be a really fitting place to have the award ceremony for the Diverse Minds Youth Writing Challenge here this evening. So I'd like to thank Pamela, there you are, thank you, and Anne Lattette for all of your guys' help for getting the gallery stuff together, these two women over here. I'd also like to thank Debbie Jarvis and Mr. Joseph Rigby, who you guys will meet in just a minute, for sponsoring and partnering with us on this challenge. It's with the support of local community partners that we're able to bring this program to the communities that we're in, and it was such a fortuitous relationship that we've had with Pepco. We met them about a year ago, and ever since we did, they've been enthusiastic supporters about the Diverse Minds Youth Writing Challenge and about diversity and tolerance in particular. So thank you very much. We would not be here this evening without you guys, and we appreciate it very much. And I know most of you are familiar with the Diverse Minds Youth Writing Challenge since you all participated in it, but many of you may be curious about what Bnai Brith International is. So I thought I would tell you a little bit about our organization. Bnai Brith in Hebrew means Children of the Covenant, and we're actually celebrating our 170th year this year of serving as a humanitarian organization throughout the world. We believe that diversity is one of the greatest strengths of our nation, and through the promotion of tolerance, we can combat bigotry. We've been working on issues of tolerance for almost since the initial founding of Bnai Brith. And in cities across the country, we bring this message of tolerance to young people each year by partnering with schools, religious organizations, and community institutions to implement our educational programs. And as I mentioned before, Diverse Minds was created 8 years ago to fit the need for high school age students. As you guys know, you can work individually or as a team, during class or at home to complete your project. And every year we're always amazed by the creativity within different communities, and this year you guys raised the bar once again. It was a very creative and introspective group of submissions that we received this year, and I know that the judging panel had a really hard time selecting the top winners. We had a really neat judging panel this year who reviewed your guys' submissions and gave their feedback and placed them. If you guys are any judging panel members who are here, if you guys could stand up so we can say thank you. I think there's a couple here. Thank you so much. It's a tough job, I know they would all tell you, but also a really fun one, I think, for them each year. Another of the judges, I don't know if you can see because he's already standing back there, is Mr. Joseph Rigby. He's the chairman of the board, president, and CEO of Pepco Holdings, which, as Debbie mentioned, is the holding company for Pepco here in DC. Yay! Thank you for providing the power for our event this evening. They serve Pepco in DC and suburban Maryland, Delmarva Power in Delaware, and Atlantic City Rigby Electric in southern New Jersey. Mr. Rigby is very involved with the nonprofit community here in DC. He also serves as chairman of the United Way of the National Capital Area. And before you guys got here, shortly before that, this whole space was full of United Way volunteers, stuffing
And
Pepco volunteers, stuffing shoe boxes with toiletries that are going to be distributed to homeless folks and military members and people who are in need of some personal items. So this space has a really neat purpose, and we're kind of capping the evening with our award ceremony tonight. And he also serves on the Greater Washington Board of Trade. Last year we had the pleasure of giving him Bnai Brith International's Distinguished Achievement Award, and he was instrumental in helping Bnai Brith bring the challenge to the DC metro area. Please help me welcome Mr. Rigby.